Hi, today I will have an introduction of the book of Revelation. So I'm in Trinity International University. Here is my plan. Here is the plan. I plan to using so-called generative AI tools to introduce three visions in the book of Revelation. The first I will use for the in-video AI to generate a video by itself of the vision of the throne in Revelation chapter 4. So I will use the transcript borrowed from the Bible Project website on this part, this vision. Then I just inputted the transcript. Then I even asked the software to mimic my voice. So it sounds like me, but it's not me. Okay. So the second part, I will sit in the banana bread, like I'm doing now, to chat with ChatGTP or ask her several questions about the second vision of the dragon beast in chapter 12 to 20. Then finally, I will ask another AI software, it's called DaVinci AI, to generate several pictures about the new heavens, New Jerusalem, and based on the narratives in Revelation chapter 21 to 22. Okay, here we go.
I will describe three main visions in the book of Revelation. First, I will introduce the vision of the heavenly throne. This vision introduces us to God's heavenly throne room, painted with imagery from various Old Testament prophetic books. Surrounding God are creatures and elders, symbolizing all creation and human nations. They honor and pledge allegiance to the one true God. In God's hand is a scroll with 7 seals, reminiscent of the scrolls of the Old Testament prophets and Daniel's visions. These scrolls carry a message about the coming of God's kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. But who can open this scroll? The answer comes as a surprise. The Lion of the tribe of Judah and the Root of David, Old Testament descriptions of the Messianic King, are the ones deemed worthy. Yet, what John sees is not a lion king, but a lamb, sacrificed and bloody, yet alive, prepared to open the scroll. This lamb symbolizes Jesus, the crucified Messiah, indicating that God's future kingdom was inaugurated through his sacrifice. Crucially, Jesus' death was his enthronement and his conquest of evil. The vision concludes with the Lamb alongside the one on the throne, both worshipped as the one, true Creator and Redeemer. The Lamb then starts to unseal the scroll, signifying his divine authority to steer history towards its endpoint. Moving on, the book segues into 3 cycles of 7s, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 bowls. Each cycle represents God's kingdom and justice being established on earth as in heaven. It's tempting to interpret these divine judgments as literal, sequential events. But notice how John intertwines them. The 7 bowls are raised from the 7th trumpet and the 7th seal, and the 7 trumpets from the 7th seal. They're like Russian dolls, each 7th containing the next set of 7. Each series climaxes in the final judgment, all with matching conclusions. Hence, it's more likely that John uses each set of 7 to depict 3 distinct perspectives of the same time period after Jesus' resurrection. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the fascinating visions of the book of Revelation. Remember, understanding these visions is not merely about decoding symbols, but about recognizing the profound messages they convey about faith, sacrifice, and the promise of God's kingdom.
What's your first question?
My first question is on Revelation 13, chapter 13. What is the beast? Can you describe the beast out of the sea?
In Revelation 13, the beast out of the sea represents a powerful and fearsome entity, often associated with oppressive worldly powers or empires. It's described as having 7 heads and 10 horns, with blasphemous names on its heads. This imagery symbolizes a destructive and oppressive force that seeks to exert control over people.
Then how about the dragon? Maybe I missed that the dragon appears earlier, right? What's the difference between the dragon and the beast?
Yes, the dragon appears earlier in Revelation, specifically in Revelation 12. The dragon is often interpreted as representing Satan or the devil, while the beast represents earthly powers or empires aligned with the dragon's evil agenda. The dragon is depicted as a great red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, similar to the beast out of the sea in Revelation 13. The main difference is that the dragon is a supernatural entity, whereas the beast symbolizes earthly powers influenced by the dragon.
Thank you. But how about the second beast out of the earth? What is that?
The second beast, also known as the beast out of the earth, is described in Revelation 13, verse 11 to 18. It's often referred to as the false prophet. This beast has 2 horns, like a lamb, but speaks like a dragon. It exercises authority on behalf of the first beast and deceives people with signs and wonders, leading them to worship the first beast. This second beast represents a deceptive and manipulative force that supports the oppressive system represented by the first beast.
Why this beast its number is called 666?
The number 6666 is often associated with the second beast, also known as the false prophet, in Revelation 13:18. It's described as the number of the beast or the number of its name. This number has been subject to various interpretations throughout history, but it's commonly understood to symbolize imperfection or incompleteness in contrast to the number 7, which represents perfection in biblical numerology. The significance of 666 emphasizes the deceptive nature of the false prophet and its alignment with the oppressive system represented by the first beast.
I heard even some people think the 666 referring to some particular person in history, like even JFK, Kennedy, or even the Pope. What do you think?
The interpretation of 6666 as referring to specific historical figures like JFK or the Pope is one of many interpretations proposed over the years. However, it's important to approach such interpretations with caution and recognize that they often rely on speculative readings and historical contexts that may not align with the original intention of the text. The book of Revelation is highly symbolic and can be interpreted in various ways, so interpretations linking 666 to specific individuals should be considered within the broader context of biblical scholarship and interpretation.
Why here it says there are 144,000 people? Is that related to the Mormons says about the people to be saved?
The mention of 144,000 people in Revelation is often interpreted symbolically rather than literally. In Revelation 7 and 14, 144,000 are described as sealed servants of God, representing a symbolic number of the faithful who are protected and redeemed by God during a time of tribulation. While some interpretations within certain religious traditions, including Mormonism, may associate the 144,000 with specific groups of people to be saved, it's important to note that interpretations can vary widely among different religious communities and scholars.
Very nice talk with you in this very noisy environment in Banana Bread. using a DaVinci AI, which is a generative AI for art, to describe the third version of the new heaven. Okay, basically from Revelation chapter 21 to 22, I pasted some passage into this app. For example, for this passage, it generated this several pictures. I chosen two here. Show here is the holy city, the new heaven and the new earth. It's kind of beautiful. Then we see the new Jerusalem is like a beautiful bright. So especially in the right picture showing the bright, beautiful. Yeah, I think it's reasonably good. I really like it. So the second passage is a little bit long here. I will not read it, but it's talking about the city, like with 12 angels, 12 gate. But this one is a little bit disappointing. Is I didn't see any angels or like clearly 12 gate, something like that. I don't know what happened. So although even this figure is actually quite similar to the first set we generated. So the third one is really about the city itself, like a square. So you can in the left, it's really like now the real Jerusalem is like the golden, the rock, the dome is actually is not the it is the Islamic holy place. So on the right hand side is even a little bit strange. Why showing this kind of picture? So supposedly it should like many details describe like a different ruby series. Nothing showing here. I don't know why. And also supposedly the street of the city should be gold, right? Then transparent glass, but didn't show anything like that. But also I don't know why in the right hand figure there is a very tall tower there. I don't know what it is, so it's kind of confusing. The last one I'm actually like is the river and with the life tree of life. So you can see there's the river with the river of the water of life. Then on the sides to the tree of life bearing 12 crops fruit. Indeed, you have a lot of probably 12 groups. Then you have the angels in each picture, some in the air, some in the tree, some as the dove. I think this one is the best I like. So I already had some evaluation of the DaVinci art generation. I think sometimes it's really beautiful, but the point is some are too similar. The two set or three set is kind of all have this gold background, too similar to each other. It's a little bit disappointing, although the final one is much better. I think it's still kind of workable. The ChatGPT one is the one I'm really satisfied because I feel kind of really talk with the person, learned a lot. She's polite. So that probably is the best experience for the generative AI. Then in video AI for the video one, I think it's just randomly grab some video and pictures from a library database. So that probably is not mature yet, although obviously that's the most difficult one. So in terms of my ministry, I will talk about two. The first one is sometimes I teach in my church with Chinese Christian Fellowship in Wilmette. I teach Sunday school, but sometimes I feel the students, after hear a long sermon, like 1 hour, it feel a little bit passive and disengaged in the class. So it will be very good using this kind of technology, even AI. I showed you to generate some visual ads to help the student to be more engaged. I have an interesting idea. Is, for example, you can ask some difficult, if you have any difficult question from the student, I may try to say, oh, how about we ask a ChatGPT first? That's the second ministry I talk about is the campus student fellowship in Northwestern University. It's a Chinese student fellowship I participate. We do regular Bible studies, but a lot of students actually from computer science major, or even they are not computer science, but they learn a lot of machine learning. I think this will be a very good thing. Fun thing to do is kind of how we can combine machine learning technique in Bible study. I think it will be very good for the student. Okay, hope you enjoy my video. That's it.